think I'm recording. What's up, guys? It is Jenna here from fillyyourbooks.com, and I am here with one of the most amazing students that we've ever had, Des. She has been such a pleasure to work with over the past year, almost, which is pretty wild. And I was just really excited to get her on the call today so she can tell all of you guys about who she is, her growth, and hopefully inspire anybody who's watching this. So, Des, fill us in. Let's start all the way from the beginning. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?
My name is Desiree. I live in Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin. I am currently renting my own suite at Sola Salon, where I live, and I've been doing that for coming up on a year, actually. A few days,
Yeah.
it'll be a year on the 30th, I believe.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think I joined you guys in like March. So I was on my own for about 2 months, struggling hard. But I had the clientele, kind of.
Well,
I had
tell me more about that.
I had a lot of regulars, but it was a lot of I don't know, dysfunction at the same time. When I opened my own place, I knew that I could do it, but I was allowing other people to unknowingly control my business for myself. And from in the past year, like I don't even like recognize myself really who I used to be. I'm telling everybody, laying down my boundaries, letting everybody know, like if this happens, then these are the repercussions of that. And before I was just a textbook people pleaser, somebody who um walk all over me. I wouldn't direct the conversation in any type of way. But now it's so wild to think that I went from working in barbershops for the past 5 years, and then now I'm on my own. And since joining this program, it's really helped me step into myself to become who I really needed to be in order to have a successful business. And at first it was like, yes, I want all of the clients. I love all of the clients. And then all of the steps really helped me understand that we get burnt out in this industry, and it's up to us to manage our time, our resources. That was a really great thing for me, is seeing that it wasn't all just about cutting hair, or it wasn't all just about getting clients in your chair. You took time to add into the program that, like, we're human beings. We need to take time for ourselves and treat ourselves really well in order for us to have a thriving life afterwards, or a thriving business. And people pleaser, perfectionist mentality over here, and just just do it, just put it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. So that really helps with me and trying to get things done, instead of being stuck in what I call analysis paralysis, where you're just sitting there and analyzing and thinking too much into it, and that causes a huge snowball effect of insecurities for me. So just the connections I have with my clients, the clientele I have in my chair now. I said earlier, I started off just doing clipper cuts, a lot of clipper cuts, working in barbershops. And now I I put my clients list together yesterday, and I have about like 90 clipper clients, but now I have like 15 long-haired clients, which was zero when I first started, because it really helped me figure out what I want to do and why I was doing what I was doing. It helps me just constantly analyze my state in order for me to understand what I need to do to progress, and what I need to do to make myself happy and have my business grow. And it's this month, January, is typically a slow month for a lot of hairstylists. And now whenever I feel like, oh, I don't have enough people in my chair and I don't get down on myself anymore, because I know I can control that. I know I can hop on Instagram, send out some messages, or hop on one of my Facebook groups and, you know, put a post in there to get butts in my chair. So, or just reach out to past clients. That's what I plan on doing right after this, is reaching out to clients who I haven't seen in 2+ months. So it's these little things that it's like breaking the mentality of the I don't know how to say it, the woe is me. Things are out of my control. They're really not.
Victim mindset almost, you know what I mean? And I say not in like a negative connotation, but victim as like victim to the things that are believing that the things are happening to you and believing that you don't have control to change them, because you do, really.
Absolutely.
It's just you doing the action steps that you need to do. I mean, everything you said was beautiful. And as someone who got to kind of view kind of this almost year-long journey of you from the outside, you really did go from someone who, not that you didn't necessarily listen to yourself, but you didn't really, like, you would like ignore signs, be like, it's fine. And you were very much like, put the blinders on and like, I'll just go and I'll do it. It's like, and I love that about you, that you're very much a go-getter, and you don't really question much if someone tells you to do something, but you'll question yourself, and you wouldn't question if, and maybe negative emotions were coming up, or if you were stressed and things like that. Whereas now I can see your progression of like, you would be very much like, okay, I know you told me to go do this thing, but how does it look? Did I say the right thing? Did I do this? And just a couple weeks ago, I remember you posted to the group, you're like, hey, I just made this post and I booked like 3 people from it. And you're like, cool, I didn't even know you did it because you didn't tell us, right? Which is a good thing. You went from not listening to yourself to learning how to even look for those, to figure out how to solve those problems, to then have that turn into something positive for yourself and your business, which is so beautiful. I mean, I know that you just said a bunch of things, which is great, but if you could boil down everything that you learned within Failure Books to a couple sentences, like what would you say is the most powerful thing?
The most powerful thing overall about Failure Books is the community, and having that to, I don't want to say fall back on, but to reassure you. And learning how to market myself, learning how to have conversations with clients so I don't sound like a robot, and actually enjoy having the conversation instead of viewing it as a chore. But the conversations are key. The conversation is where it's at. I actually had a client, and he has been phenomenal since I've had him. I actually got him through one of my paid ads. And he said to me, I won him over when I had a conversation with him. Before he even sat in my chair, he was like, you know what? She seems cool. I'm going to go try her out. And turns out we have a lot more connections than we thought we had. He was my roommate from like 5 years ago. He was her drama teacher in high school. And so random. And it's funny because he got her some like action figure or whatever from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then his second visit to me, he brought me like a plushy Grogu, like Baby Yoda. So he's like, I only get the nerdy gifts for my friends. So
that's how you know. It's so true. Like, it's teaching you how to, instead of just all of the pressure and like communication being at the point of sale, being like the day of the appointment, it's spreading that out kind of across the lifetime that you're with somebody. It's doing the tiniest bit of extra work up front to save yourself a lifetime of headaches, you know, and a lifetime of just like, this person left, why did they leave? Like, when you have a strong relationship with your clients, there's no question about it, because there's no stones left unturned. There's no corners you didn't look around, because people are comfortable talking to you. You're comfortable talking to them, and you're having so much communication and touch points that there's no, like I said, there's no stone left unturned. So if you were to look back on your journey, would you say that everything was easy to understand? Was there anything that you're like, needed to be a tech genius to know, things like that?
No, there was there was a few different platforms that like Meta was going through with like their businesses and like trying the ad accounts.
Yeah.
That was it was annoying, but there were enough points throughout the way where you guys explained it's going to be different. If you have questions, let us know. If you have questions, let us know. So everything for the most part was very straightforward. I still even like yesterday I was going through the reactivations on Fire.
Yeah.
And that's what I was using. So to get my scripts in order or to get my clients who I need to contact and, did the whole spreadsheet and everything. So even 10 months later, I'm still utilizing the information. It's very easy to go through, especially with the newer platform. It's all right there. Yeah, I love it. Even I remember when I first got onto the app, I was like, okay, this app is amazing. Am I the only one who's obsessed with this app? I don't know
the app is
how
great.
many times I've said it.
It really is. I mean, to anyone who's watching it is January 2024, which is crazy. So a couple months ago, we just, redid the whole academy and everything's brand new and up to date. So, and we do that every couple of years just to make sure that everybody's on board and up to date. But like you said, these are skill sets that you can use for the lifetime of your business. This isn't just like you're learning this tactic that's going to go out of style next year or whatever. Like, no, we are teaching you the fundamentals of marketing, of sales and communication, and retention. And those three things in our service-based business are never ever going to change. So as long as we keep up to date with the meta platforms and things of that nature, as long as you have those foundational skill sets, no matter what happens in the future, economy, whatever, you will always be able to produce your own opportunity, like you're saying, and not have to wait for the client or whatever. You can always produce
Absolutely.
So
I kind of view it as like how cosmetology is the umbrella to like everything beauty. Those three pillars are like the pillars. I wouldn't necessarily say an umbrella, but they're the pillars for what you need in order to survive in this industry. Absolutely.
100%. And then last question, would you refer to Fill Your Books to a friend?
I already have, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I know you have. You're like, I'm actively doing that.
This coach.
No, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Give yourself a shout out. What is your Instagram handle, Des?
My Instagram handle is raids.fades, RAES period FADES.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
Instagram. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on so much. You've been a pleasure to work with. I'm excited to continue working with you. And if you're watching this video and you want results like Des, or you want to come hang out with us, head over to our website, fillyourbooks.com, fill out the form, get on a call with us, see if you'd be a good fit. I am excited to see you on the other side. I'll talk to you later. See ya.